The final trading week of February 2025 is winding down right behind me here at the New York Stock Exchange. Believe it or not, we're about to enter a new month, March. But the real question is, will the markets bounce back to kick off this new month after a rough finish for February? Because for the month of February, the Nasdaq leading the way for the market decliners, sliding around 5%, due largely in part to a 4.5% drop in the final trading week of the month alone. The tech-heavy Nasdaq on pace for its worst month since September 2023. Elsewhere, the S&P 500 declining 2.1% for the week and around 2.5% in February. The broad market index is on track for its worst week since September 2024 and its biggest monthly decline since April 2024. Meanwhile, the Dow has managed to inch up 0.1% for the week. Month to date, however, the 30 stock index dropping 2.4%. So yes, it's been a rough February for the U.S. markets, but it's also a new day, a new week, and a new month ahead. Will we see a bounce back or will the bears remain on Wall Street? Let's now take a look at what will likely move the markets in the week ahead. Monday kicks off in China with the Caixin Manufacturing PMI read for the month of February, a read that's penciled to come in at 50.3. That will then be followed up by a visit to Europe and the EU's preliminary core harmonized consumer sentiment read for the month of February, that of which is expected 2.6%. That will then be followed by U.S. ISM Manufacturing PMI expectations 50.8. Tuesday, a bit of a quiet session, the biggest report due out, EU unemployment, the rate's expected to remain at 6.3%. So on Wednesday, we see a bit of a pickup in action. First in Australia, fourth quarter GDP awaits down under that read, expected to come in 0.4% quarter over quarter. While it's also a heavy day for PMI reads and services and composite PMIs, all scheduled for release out of Spain, Italy, France, Germany, the EU. While right here in the U.S., it's all about those private payroll numbers. ADP private payrolls, expectations 140,000. Thursday is all about Europe, the ECB in particular, as the ECB rate decision is due out. At this time, the rate is expected to drop to 2.5% from 2.75%. That will then, of course, be followed by an ECB press conference. And then on Friday, it's all about the U.S. jobs report. Employment numbers first. Non-farm payrolls for the month of February expected 133,000, while the U.S. unemployment rate, that's expected 4%. And don't forget to keep an eye on both the combination of earnings reports and the more geopolitical headlines, which have both been major market movers as of late. Again, keep an eye on those figures and those headlines. And until next week, coming at you live from the New York Stock Exchange, I'm James Sweeney, reporting live for ICM.